started just a teeny bit early here to make sure everybody can hear me and work out any kinks that there might be, as there often is. How's everybody doing? Hi Chow, hi Janin, hi Pam. Thanks for coming. I had a pizza all to myself today. Just to, what Domino's likes to call large, which I call small, but yeah. So I'm gonna go through my Happy Mail here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna make some specialty paper, and so this is a card from, and these some are birthday cards, some are thank you cards. Isn't that cute with that beautiful cup of coffee? This is from, and it's got a green paper hugs from Susan Murphy, Smurf, also known as Smurf Murphy. Hi Shay. So she sent me this lovely card, and then this was a thank you card from Delise for the junk journal that she won, and she sent me this, which is super cool. It's like, I think it's a sticker. It says adhesive gems. Isn't that neat? Love that. The inside of the envelope is interesting here. Isn't that cool? And let's see, this one is from Polly Newsome. It's a book fold. These are cool. I've never made one of these. Hi Melanie. Oh, happy birthday to you. Hi Gloria. Hi Kelly. Thank you for the birthday wishes. This one is from Carla Bostic, also known as Cards from Cancer, and there's some goodies in here too. I tend to lose these goodies, so I'm keeping them inside, but there's like some cool little like be outstanding, buzz off, like bee type sentiments, and then just some little ephemera. Howdy, that's cute. Little dog. I'm making a mess here. My hands don't want to work. I've been awake since 2 o'clock. I did take a short nap. Treat people with kindness. That's my favorite. I love this fox and this rabbit and this deer. So some cool stuff with that. I love getting little goodies like that. I need to make a box just for that kind of stuff. And then this one here. It's your day. Let's celebrate. Oh, those are pretty. They look like they're embossed with some glittery embossing powder on maybe vellum, colored vellum. That's from Cordelia, and she sent me this sticker with these turtles to help me remember to seize the day. And then I got this one today, and this one is from, look at that pretty pattern paper. I love that it's got a teeny tiny pattern on it. This is from Susan Hughes, Shining Light Creations. Very cool. Hey guys. Herpty burp day. My son Joe used to say Happa Dirt Day. And then I got these prickly pear stamps, which I know they're not anything new, but I love this little turtle. Especially this guy, I'll probably do surgery on and remove his lei, because I like the pelican itself, but I don't really care for the lei. So that looks like it might be a seagull, and then another little swimmy turtle, and then this crab, which is stinking adorable. So that's the Happy Mail for now. I did not eat cake. Mike got me ice cream. I'm not huge on cake, store-bought cake, but I got some Ben and Jerry's ice cream in my little freezer, and that makes me perfectly happy. So I'm going to show you. So I made a bunch of this paper in every color of the rainbow, and it's all shiny except for the ones that were kind of matte or metallic. But this I made with sheets of you know, vinyl for like your Cricut and stuff. And are these, yeah, these are coated ones too? I can't tell. Can't really tell. Because I also have some shiny black paper. But I wanted to show you how I made these, and then we're going to make another specialty paper, and then we're going to make a project. So, here I've got a piece of black paper because I want shiny black paper, but I also want a black core. So I'm going to clip this in half because I don't want to do a whole piece because it too many chances for wrinkles, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this down to 5.5. And then this is Cricut vinyl. And this is actual Cricut vinyl. A lot of those are off-brand. And I'm just going to cut it a little bit bigger. Oh, look. I had a scrap piece. What do you know? Here's the only thing I hate dealing with is the rolling, but that's what these are for. And I make it a little bit bigger because, yeah, it's me. And then I can trim it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of vinyl and I'm going to peel it apart. Because I don't even have a Cricut anymore. I have a Scan and Cut, but I don't use it for that purpose. So I had all this stuff that I don't use. And I'm like, well, I spent all that money on it. I'd like to be able to repurpose. So I'm going to go as close to the edge as I can. And I'm just going to lay this down. I'm going to turn it back, put this back on there. And make sure this is nice and burnished. And then I'll take my trimmer and trim it down. Hey Susie, long time no see. How are you? Same, because I'm trimming it down with the backer piece on, I'm not getting the issue of stuff getting stuck to it. As soon as I have it trimmed down, the backer piece will fall right off though. Backer piece is off. There's just a tiny sliver there. I can trim that off with my scissors. So there's that one. And now I have a nice shiny piece of paper, and it die cuts just fine. I've got a little bit of extra that I could do sentiments on or something. And that's one way to create your own paper. Thank you, Frida. Appreciate it. Hi, Jay. So, the next thing I'm going to be doing here is that it's Halloween season, and I'm going to move this because Pam, look away. We're going to be working with glitter. I'm going to pull this off because I hate trying to clean glitter off it. It's a giant pain in the you know. So sorry about all the glare from my glass, but I'll put a piece of paper down. There, hopefully that helps kind of. Exactly. I never liked weeding. Some people love it. I'm not a fan. So I have here some vellum. And I think I want some green glittery ghosties. So how am I going to do that? I don't want to go out and buy a whole ream. Glitter paper, by the way, I bought some at Michael's this week. And it was like $15 for 25 sheets or something crazy like that. It was an insane amount of money. And I thought, well, I know it's black glitter paper and I'll use it through the Halloween season and probably through part of Christmas too. But So I've got my vellum here. Heavy sigh, I know, I'm sorry. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, this is double-sided tape. This I think came from Elizabeth Craft, and I've had it for years and years and years. You could tell because it sits on the floor, it's really dirty. And this is going to be used strictly for die cuts. So I'm just going to take and lay my vellum on the sticky paper. Okay. And then I'm going to just take my ruler here, lay it down here, and rip it. And I know you guys have seen this before, but I bet you didn't think about doing it on vellum. Okay. Then I'm going to pull back the sticky paper. Now I did this with clear. I'll show you the scrap. Well, you know what? Let me move my mouse before I have a terrible accident, because you guys saw that happen to me last time. What did I do with my scrap? I put it somewhere. Okay. I lost it. Oh, here we go. This is on with clear rock candy. Alright, so we're going to pull back on this and set it right aside. And then I'm going to take some glitter, and I think Carla sent me this years ago, and I think I want this sparkly glitter, and this doesn't seem to be a super clear glitter. Try not to drop hair and fuzz in your sticky paper. Thanks, Gloria. Yeah, Bitty Pennies was yesterday. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this glitter on and let it fall. There's not a bunch here. This will use up quite a bit, so if you're trying to get rid of your glitter stash, it's a good start. But a bunch I'll be able to pour, but this glitter smells funny. That's weird. I'm going to thump that off. Almost done, Pam. Almost done. And now you can see why I don't care for doing this on my rubber mat, because all that glitter just sticks to the mat. I can't get it clean. But this I can clean up with the Swiffer. It's not contact paper. It's double-sided sticky tape. And you can get it from scrapbook.com or wherever. So then I'm going to lay this back down onto my paper piece here. I'm going to lay this backer down, and I'm just going to take my bone folder and burnish it really well. And so this is one way, and it's not as clear as I'd like on this vellum, so we're going to try another way. It might come out pretty cool. So that glitter's not coming off, and you can see through it kind of. Yeah, neon green. Well, it's ghostly green. I call it ghostly green. So let's do another, only this time let's color our vellum and use clear glitter. And how am I going to color my vellum, you might ask? Well, first I'm going to grab a paper towel. She didn't pass out, hopefully. All right, and so let's grab some alcohol ink. Here's citrus, but I think I have, there's botanical. Where is my lime green? Botanical. I have some duplicates. Jonna doesn't like glitter either. But it's a must in the crafting world. Here it is. Limeade. Okay. So I'm going to move anything that I don't want to get alcohol on. And then I have a spray bottle with alcohol in it. And I'm just going to wet this down. Let me grab my bellows. Let's get this limeade. Now the reason I'm using alcohol instead of like a blending solution is because I don't want that resin. So there's a resin in the blending solution. I don't want that. I want this to dry really quick. So just regular isopropyl alcohol. And this is 91%. Okay, we need a little bit more. Just to make sure our whole page is covered. And let's do another shade of green just for the heck of it. Shiny things, Cordelia. We all get distracted by the shinies. You guys are going to see later in the month how I made gummy worms. Using kind of the same method. So I'm using my bellows for two things. One, to spread the ink around, and the other to get it dry so I can do the next step. But my hand gets tired. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Wanda. Thank you. It's almost dry. And the reason I do it on a paper towel is so a bunch doesn't go up underneath. Just a couple little damp spots, and then we'll do the glitter. Yeah, you can use your alcohol markers. I've used it before in videos. But today I had my alcohol ink right near me because I made probably 50 gummy worms that I did for a project that I can't show you. Doesn't take long to dry. Just want to make sure that some of those wet spots are completely dry. You'll know it's dry if it's not sticky. Okay. Put these guys away. And get my tape. Just gonna lay my tape out. And you put the side down that you want the glitter on. And I want the glitter on the alcohol inside. If I can pull that off. I know I can pull it off this way because the ruler will stick to it. I don't want my glitter hanging down. There we go. Just get this off before it decides to permanently stick. Okay, and then for this one, we're going to use our clear rock candy, so this one right here. Make sure to burnish this down. See, I got a bubble right there I don't want. It'll be fine. Hopefully I can kind of work it out. Excuse me. Pop those. Well, I'm making paper. I'm in a ghostly mood and ghosts and ghouls. I'm in Halloween mode, and that's when I do these kinds of colors. I like the clear rock candy on that. A lot easier to clean this up too. You can see I've got other goobers in there. A beautiful neon mess. Yeah, that's what I'm making, a beautiful neon mess. Alright, let's take our backer paper and burnish down all this glitter. I mean, you could do this with glue if you wanted to, but I just prefer the easy mode. And so that's nice and burnished down. Nothing's coming off. Hey, Dawn. All the glitter is making you itchy. It's not coming off. Well, it might come off a little bit. It might rub off a little. Not too much. Because anything that's going to rub off, I've pretty much rubbed off. So, we've got vellum with alcohol ink. We've got vellum with colored glitter. And then we've got our black vinyl. So you can see that I've picked out Halloween colors. Alright, I'm just going to pick some things up and get them up out of the way here. Oops, try not to drop my earbud. I have the largest ones and they still don't like to stick in. Alright. I'm going to move everything because I want to put my mat back down. So you guys don't have to deal with the shiny. That's why I bought that mat, because this is so stinking shiny with my lights. Yep, we could spray it with hairspray. Absolutely. Okay. Much better. Much better. Alright, so I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to work with this one first. And what I'm going to make is something really creepy. So if you don't like creepy, you might not want to watch. Or if you have that, and I don't know the name of the fear, but it's a fear of holes. And I'm going to die cut this, which we just made, on my Vagabond with my you know, my stainless steel plate thing. So I'm gonna roll over to my Vagabond and cut this out, and I'll be right back. What is this thing called? Precision, chrome precision plate, that's what it's called. poke out the rest of those little ones manually. Let me get a piece of paper. Yeah, it's a neat cover plate. Let's get the rest of these poked out. And they'll poke out just fine. It's just they didn't poke out when I was slamming it. You should see all the little itty bitty pieces of paper on the floor over by my vagabond. We're going to make eyeballs. Because I like them. They're creepy. Oh, this is going to take 90 years. I don't want to roll my brush over it though, because I don't want to dull the this stuff, the Cricut paper. But see, since it's like this, it has a black core, which is really helpful because sometimes if you have a white core, it kind of looks funky. So if you do it on colored paper, you're going to have your colored core. This is just a long. So these make good sea bubbles, but you have to kind of think outside your box with your dies, because there's all kinds of other fun stuff you can do. And again, for somebody who has that hole fear, this is frightening all by itself, just because it has holes in it. Do you see, Dawn? Some of these middle ones are being a little stubborn. This is I put this down on 110 pound paper. Typically I'll do it on like a 65 or 80 pound paper, but I didn't have any in black. So I may struggle with poking some of these guys out. Not really though. That chrome precision plate really does a good job. Now, if you're trying to save all these inner parts, yeah, I wouldn't. Like, put them back in. I do not have the patience for that. I'm a very patient person, but not that patient. I got a lot of nice birthday wishes on Facebook today. That was very lovely. A lot from people I have no idea who they are, but, you know, I accepted their friendship, so cool. Thank you. Sometimes people too, they change their name, and so it may have been somebody that you knew or know, but they have a different name, or their Facebook got hacked or cloned or whatever, and they had to create a new account. Must make storage boxes. Okay, guys. Can't talk about that. Storage and organization. I just get everything organized and then I have to reorganize because I can't find anything. We're getting there. Let's see if I can dump any more of these out. Not really. Well, kinda. That's going to take just as long as poking them individually. So I did slam it against the desk and the big ones came out, but the little ones didn't. They need a little coaxing. I'm not going to make eyeballs in all these little pieces, that's for sure. That's going to be too much drawing. We'll be here all night. Just the big ones. And this will be the background for our spooky card. I love that little sea turtle in that pajama craft, or that prickly pear stamp set. I wish it was bigger. But what I can do is I can use it as a model and draw it. Almost there, y'all. Just these itty bitty ones. So I wanted you to see what something like this might be cool, like that. If you did something like this in blues, that could be water, and you could put those little turtles on there. And I have blues. I have quite a lot of alcohol ink. I kind of like working with it. I always forget about it until I see somebody doing it in a video, and I'm like, oh, I should get my alcohol inks out. Okay, these corner ones want to be stubborn. No, they're fine. And why am I doing this on paper? Because it's easier to pick up off of paper than it is off of this mat. Did you guys see Impression Obsession is going out of business? Hi Vicky, thank you. Thank you for hopping on and saying happy birthday. That was nice of you. Very thoughtful. Anyway, I saw that on Facebook on one of the groups I'm in, and I'm like, wow, that's surprising. I'm feeling bad for a lot of these companies going out of business. Especially, you know, long-standing. Yeah, it does give you a lot of shakety bits, but I didn't save them. I have plenty of shakety bits. So, if I'm going to make part of this eyeballs, then, and I'm going to be drawing, so I'm going to need to, and I think I'm just going to do like these bigger ones. I'm going to need to do this on a paper. I have to think this through a minute. I don't know if I want to do it on watercolor. So I'm going to draw the eyeballs in and then fill in the rest of this with color. Maybe red for blood, maybe green for ooze. Am I going to color them with pencils? Yeah, I think I might be coloring with pencils. So let's do accent opaque. I like it because it's toothy. Yeah, there have been. So what I'm going to do is I am not going to glue this down, because what I find is glue impedes, like if I'm trying to make shadows and stuff. So I'm just going to use some mint tape and tape it down and draw my shapes, trace my shapes in. Oops, let's try and get that on there straight first. That way I don't have to concentrate on trying to hold it still, and I can move my tape around. So I'm just going to take my pencil. Creepy's good, bugs not so much. Okay. And I'm just using a mechanical pencil here. And I'm going to just draw in where I want my eyeballs. I think I want that to be an eyeball. This can be an eyeball. That definitely needs to be an eyeball. That can be a little eyeball. I don't need a bunch of big eyeballs. I mean little eyeballs. Too much work. Too much work. Just have a few. That one looks like two creepy eyes. Okay. That big one. This nice big one. The one next to it. I'm still holding this down. That one. Oops. Try and get that straight too. Let's see. Yeah, that's plenty of eyeballs. Little ones can be googly eyes. You're right about that. But to me, I just lose it when the googly eyes, because they're not scary. So let's see. What I need to do first is I need to make the this circle. And I think I'm going to do those in pen. So I'll do those in my micron pen. This little tool I got on Amazon and I absolutely love it. They don't have to be perfectly centered in here. I'm still cracking up about the googly eyes. Itty bitty one. That one was a little on the small side, but we'll make it a little crazy eye. And I got this tool for making bubbles, so I could get perfect circles, or you know, near perfect circles. Okay, do this one. And you can also use this part here with little holes to get more precise measurements if you want to. Almost there. That's another way too to make your own pattern paper if you want to. See, I'm not worried about the outside lines other than the fact that I need them to create my shading. Just that one right there. Okay, now we need to color the eyes. So I said I was going to use pencils. Pencils and choose. I don't want to go too colorful with them. I feel like almost making them all like orange eyes, like scary orange. I got one of these for my Prismacolors too. I really love these. I think the cadmium orange and maybe mineral orange. So 118 and 1033. Here's 118. Let's see, where's 1033 going to be? 1033 is going to be right here somewhere. 1034. I may have them mixed up a little. All right, 1033, where are you? Know I own it. 1002. Let me know if you guys see it and I just don't see it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, kind of orange to red. Dawn is just going for it with the eyeball jokes. So So we'll kind of go, and the middles are going to get black, so, and I'll probably use pink for that. And they don't have to be perfect, you know. I might want this a little bit more red. I'm not going to use Gamsol or anything, it's just not my thing. I have some somewhere. I'd rather just burnish with the pencil itself. You're right, I need a deeper red. Let's try the 122. I kind of like 923. Let me see what that looks like on here. Yeah, we'll do 923, mostly because it's sharp already. That's my lazy self. It's on. I just don't really want to get outside of the black line here. And I'll do one full eyeball just so you guys can see my plan. I might have to throw some gold flecks in here. Tool here. So I'm grabbing my Stabilo, Carbothillo. I got goop on it. I'm just going to follow this line here. This is a chalk pencil. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. And then I'm going to get my blending stump, my fat one. And it doesn't matter if it comes out. Because that part's going to be covered. See? And if not, it doesn't matter. I got that way too dark, so there's a way to remedy that. No worries. That zoom is better for your eye. Aye, Captain. Let's get jiggy with it here and get some pen out and use all your stuff, all of it, everything. Let's do some little creepy veiny things. Okay, now to decide how I want to manage the centers of these. If I do that, what medium do you guys think I should use for the middles? Oh, pizza for you too, yay! You guys and the eyeball jokes. Let's try going to keep this here. It doesn't quite give the precise line that I want though. So you see where we're going with this? Let's grab a gold. I had pepperoni pizza today myself. I want 1034. That's going to be right here. Almost needed to add some white before I added that because where's my white pencil? Where are you? Okay. It's a lot of work, huh? Alright, then we need to get some more gold around here. Now that's just creepy, isn't it? It's exactly what I wanted, just creepy. I'm gonna get my blending stump and just blend this out a little bit more to the outside. The only thing is I have those pencil marks there, so this stuff doesn't like to blend over it very well. Okay, so now we need some white in the eyes. And I need, let's do I might have to use paint. Okay. Paint. It's not quite white enough. Creepy enough for you? Oh gosh. You know what I want to do though is I want to soften down this black line a little bit with the red, and then this is where I'm probably going to screw the whole thing up. To also just kind of give it that rounder appearance. Yep, I'm going to need paint. Okay, no problem. Get some of our bleed proof, and I think I want to use a tool and not a brush. Well, how about a silicone brush? Let's see how that works out. Where's my pointy one? Here it is. This is super thick. but it's much, much whiter. Whiter. So it gives it more of a realistic kind of look. Why do I love these silicone brushes? Wipe it off and it's clean. Okay, there's eyeball number 1. Should they all be red or should I make them different colors? See, it almost looks like it pokes out from there. Just my line isn't right. Okay. There we go. Kinda. Alright. Next eye. Next eyeball. I'm gonna start this time with the darkest red. Come around. Once you get your colors decided, things go much quicker. Oh, that's not how you say it. Things go quicker. And I'm pressing down pretty hard on this deep red. This time I'm going to go about this a little bit differently, make it go quicker. Because we know eyes aren't a solid color, most eyes anyway. Throw some of this gold in here. I want to make a bigger iris, but not that big. Well, by the time no, I don't want it that big. I guess they're all going to be about the same. What did I use for that? Well, where did I put the pencil I used for it? Right here. I can manually make it bigger, I guess. A lavender vampire. Oh, a purple one would be cool. Maybe we'll do the smaller ones purple. Here with this red. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit lighter handed this time with this. So I don't have to do as much erasing. Again, this is oh, that's the wrong pencil. That's alright, it'll still spread. I might just have to spread it with water. And let's see if it'll spread with my blending stuff. Yeah, it does fine. I'm not very nice and neat with my blending stuff. That's a weird shaped eye, huh? Oh, that's fun, just like that. Looks like crazy eyes, huh? I'm loving the Prismacolors. I do. I love them, and I love my markers. I can't think of the name of them now. Oh, hoo-hoos. I think I might need to make the inside just a little bit darker. I need to erase right there. I know if I go in here with water, it'll darken that up, but I really don't want to put water on this paper because it doesn't do well with water. Let's just go lightly here with the charcoal pencil, which is what I meant to grab in the first place. So they're both made by Stabilo, so that's what messes me up sometimes. And that's just going to kind of round this up a little bit and also make it look older and scarier. We just need to add the red veins. And I just take my eraser, and I'm not really erasing per se. It's kind of like just lightening. That cracks me up. Okay. Wonder why bloodshot eyes are scarier. I don't know. I might leave. Cracks me up. I could cut those out and put them, you know, in. We need our white. So I just want to make sure our light's coming from the same kind of source. It's going to be more paint. This stuff is really, really thick, so it's kind of a little bit of a pain to work with, but it'll be fine. It's a lot easier than trying to mess with the gel pen. Okay, there's our added dimension. I didn't really care for my hoo-hoos or any other markers until I got that hex chart, and now I'm just love it. Let me just clean off this excess towards the outside, because I'm probably going to add, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. What do you guys think so far? It's crazy, huh? This is going to take a long time, though. I get the hex chart for the Prismacolors from she calls them just a visual organization of pencil colors. And then what I've done is I've laminated it with some matte laminating sheets. Alright, let's do another big eyeball. Let's get these big eyeballs out of our way. The flatter my pencils get, the quicker this will go. I'm pressing pretty hard. This is accent opaque paper. It's got some pretty great tooth for color pencils. I like it. I like it for color pencils. I got out. There we go. Which one was this? Mineral orange. So that's kind of the darkest. The thing is if you're not going to use Gamsol or something with your pencils, is to is several layers. Like go lightly and then do multiple layers so that when you're doing the layers over, it's not too burnished. There's not too much waxy substance on there. And I say that like I know what I'm talking about, but that's just my experience. Hey Lala, thank you. Thank you so much. So you see I'm kind of coming in lighter with this red right here. Just to soften out that outer red line that I made really hardly burnished. And we're not looking for perfection, obviously, because, yeah, I can't do that. And then for the middle of the eye, I'm using this DeBello All pencil. I'm going to add a little bit of white here. Okay, and then we'll use our grab the correct pencil, our Cartafello, traces out the outside line. And I'm just doing short strokes because I can't, my hands just aren't steady enough to do any better. Like draw it around in one fell swoop. Not happening. Thank you, Zell. I appreciate that. And hi. Trying to get this a little bit neater so I have less cleanup later. I'm just going to take my eraser and just soften those edges. Okay, we'll get our, let's take a look here at what we're looking like so far. I still think it's funny and not scary, but yeah. I'm just making squiggly lines, nothing major. Let's get our white highlight. It's going a lot faster now that I've got my colors picked and I've got kind of my technique down. I got way too much on there. Yeah, all the hex charts are done by Sandy Olnick. Olnick, she's awesome. I almost feel like I could add a little yellow in here to make them look, you know, more sickly. But I'll think about that later. So now you guys know how to make eyeballs. Let's see here. So we're going to come in with our darkest red. Soften out this line. It doesn't even have to be perfect because why? Do that to yourself. This one out with the gold instead. Gold thrown in here. Okay. Never go like that when you're color penciling. Use a brush. Ooh, I don't want to get that on my white. Hi, Amy. Thank you. Nothing special today. Lots of well wishes from friends and family. I didn't want any cake, so I got ice cream. Ben and Jerry's ice cream in my freezer that I'm not sharing with anyone. I got my own pizza. I love having my own pizza. I will eat it cold, tomorrow, whatever. Got that one a little dark. That's okay. Oh gosh, I hope you can't hear that. My throat is growling. We're just kind of making a haphazard line here. You can come in some because I can clean it up with the eraser. And this is just a soft eraser. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Nothing spendy. Let's get a little bit more. Something happened there. I'm not sure what happened. I think I smudged everywhere is what I did when I was erasing. Made a hot mess. There we go. Okay, we'll get our little reds. Enjoy, Maddie, enjoy your pizza. Little bit of white. You guys, I just tossed my pencils and then I can't find them. But I know it should be here in this pile. I didn't put it back where it goes. Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. Okay, they like to hide. Maybe you have a cool eyeball stencil you could use and you don't have to go through all this. Thank you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Alright, let's look at our progress so far. I've got a couple more big ones and I can do the smaller ones. That's just creepy. Exactly what I was looking for. I just have to figure out how I'm going to fill these in. I might just have to glue it down and manually fill them in. Alright, let's do this big one down here. That's a huge eyeball. See if I can do a neater job around that black line. Okay, that's much better. Let's get the... Since this one's bigger, I'm going to get a much better eyeball pattern. You know, color-wise. Yeah, I'm making crazies today, Lala. I just felt like Halloween. I've been actually working on Halloween projects, so... Soften down this red here a little bit with this color. Blending out some. Okay. Make sure I'm using the right pencil. I'm on the very edge there. I'm kind of moving my thing over. Okay. Thanks, Lala. I'm just having fun here. I've been doing, you know, a lot of work, what I call work. You know, for companies, you know, where I'm using their product and I'm, you know, I have to use their product, which I don't mind. I love doing it. But sometimes I just want to do something crazy all by myself with, you know, every product that I can, you know, work in. raining. I think we're supposed to have some severe weather threats tomorrow, which doesn't mean a whole lot here anymore. I mean, I don't feel like it does. They say it a lot and it never actually happens. Well, happy anniversary! Tomorrow's my grandson's birthday. Oh boy, I went way over, didn't I? Good grief. You don't realize time just flies when you're doing this. So here we are with our eyeballs. That's just creepy as can be. I love it. What I might do is make a stencil with one of these, and I'm obviously not going to get this finished tonight, but I will post it on the community tab. Wanted you guys just to get some idea. My main thing is I wanted to show you how you could use your Cricut permanent vinyl. Oh, nice Cordelia, happy anniversary. As paper, by sticking it down to paper, and then making kind of see-through glitter paper using vellum. This one you can't see through as much. You can kind of see through it. See, if I were to lay ghosties down there, they would cover it up. If I were to cut out ghosties, you would still see what's back behind it. But I'm going to let you guys go because I'm only supposed to go for an hour. I mean, that's kind of my personal imposed limit. But I am going to finish this. Not tonight, probably. And I'll post it, you know, in all my groups and stuff like that so you guys can see the finished product. Hopefully you got an idea of how to do eyeballs. Let me get you up closer here what this is going to look like. I still think it's hilarious. I don't find it scary in the least bit. But does anybody have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts? It's so creepy good. Thank you. Well, a lot of my Halloween projects are not scary, but when I whip out my Tim Holtz stuff, then we're going there. There's a video that I did last year or maybe even the year before on how to make monster skin. So if you're into super creepy scary, definitely check that out. Yep, see you in the morning. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Donna and I in our junk journal series, and then hopefully tomorrow night Craft Roulette. Irene Smith, is that her last name? Now I just call her Hattrick, but I think it's Smith. She's gonna be on. She's a hoot, so it'll be fun. I love it. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great night. Take care. See you later. Okay, stop.